the Giants are riding some momentum going into today's game after a divisional win over Washington last week. Logan Ryan had the game-clinching interception late in the fourth quarter, and in his first year with the Giants, he's already formed a special relationship with teammates. Look, it's a year where we're all acutely aware of being a call or a text away from news of shutdowns, quarantines, job loss, and event cancellations. Our priorities are more evident than ever. But what about when the call is about a loved one's health? What do you do when you get that call in 2020? As Kimberly Martin tells us, it came for Logan Ryan last week, and it wasn't what anyone expected.
2nd and 6 from the Washington 32. Down to 1:30 to go. Smith out of the gun. Over the middle. Intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he slides down to seal the deal.
I had a decision to play or not play that game, and I was happy I did because I was able to make the play to win the game and able to bring a lot of joy to my wife and my family back home in what has been some tough time for us.
The call came around 1 a.m. Logan Ryan's wife, Ashley, was at the couple's Florida home more than 1,000 miles away, complaining of severe abdominal pain. The Giants' cornerback was leaving MetLife Stadium at the time, just hours after the team's Monday night loss to the Bucs. Football soon became secondary.
Ashley told me that she was rolling around in bed, she couldn't sleep, and she had stomach pains. And when she would press down physically on her stomach, it was a whole lot of pain, and it didn't feel good at all to the touch. One thing about my wife, she's the toughest person I know, having birth of 2 kids, and just physically really tough. And I know when she was hurting like that it was something out of the norm.
In need of a second opinion, Logan sought the advice of a professional, Giants assistant trainer Justin Mayer.
And he just said, man, I think that, she should go to the ER to be safe. And I said, well, it's 2 a.m. I don't want to stress my wife and, going to the ER. She had pains last night, they passed. And he just said, no, with women, it's a lot more complicated. You just want to be safe. And if it's pressing down and she has pain to the touch, that she should go.
Ashley took Mayer's advice and checked herself into the emergency room.
She gave me a call around 3:30 and said, well, guess what? We're pregnant. I said, we're pregnant? We already have 2 kids. We love our 2 kids. And we weren't trying to, be pregnant again. So I said, well, in God's grace, I guess we're pregnant. And that must be what it was. By 5 a.m., I got a call in tears, and it was, hey, the baby is not in good shape. It's not in the right place. It's actually in my fallopian tube, and my tube is on the verge of bursting, and I have to go into emergency surgery just to save my life. That's when I knew things were really real, and, I could potentially lose my wife here. I may not see her again.
Ashley was diagnosed with an ectopic pregnancy. To stop the internal bleeding caused by a ruptured fallopian tube, she was rushed into surgery to save her life.
When did it finally hit you that, okay, my wife is in trouble?
I knew pretty quickly that things were serious for the doctors to be that urgent, and I think it was life-saving that it was.
In the span of 2 hours, the Ryans endured an emotional roller coaster of pure elation to devastating grief. While they mourned the baby they lost, Logan marveled at his wife's strength.
The love of my life, strongest person I know, no one else in the world I want to walk this life with, and just the greatest mother in the world and my best friend. We've had a lot of highs as parents of having kids and won Super Bowls. That's my partner in crime. But we grieve together too.
Ashley, now in stable condition, suggested he stay in New Jersey and concentrate on football. So Logan decided to play against Washington. But before the game, he spoke to his wife.
She told me not to worry about her, and she knows that football is a great escape for me. She said, you know, go play and go bring a ball home to me.
Fourth quarter, under 2 minutes to play. The Giants were clinging to a 3-point lead.
And I looked down at my cleats, and I had my wife's name written on my cleats, and I thought about her and just bet on myself.
Intercepted! Picked off by Logan Ryan!
And I was excited for my teammates to pull out this win, and I was extremely excited for my wife to be watching back home, to bring a ball back home for her.
Now, how is Ashley doing now?
She's doing okay. She's recovering. Physically, your body can heal, and her body hasn't healed yet. But emotionally, I think that takes longer. And people ask me all the time, how am I compartmentalizing all of it? And I don't think you can. I don't. I think about her every minute of every day. The days are hard for me. I'm just taking it one moment at a time because I can't take this life for granted at all.
Wow, our thanks to Logan and Ashley for sharing their story with us. Just another reminder that sometimes we forget how much is going on under the helmet when these guys are out there playing on Sundays. We hope Ashley's recovery goes well, and I just personally hope he gets another football for her out there today against the Eagles. Let's get